Hi, David Chomet here from Chomet Solutions. Today's video is about how to set employee objectives well. One of the bigger problems that I see when working with business clients is that they know what they want, but what they want, they keep in their heads and they don't really get it out. They don't put it in front of the people who could help them. Now, maybe I'm selfishly pointing at myself and saying, you're not giving your business consultant the information that he needs, but it extends also to the employees themselves. A poor definition of objectives will lead to a horrible end result, one that won't be fulfilling, and can lead to a lot of frustration when really, with just a little bit of work ahead of time, you can get much better results out of the people that you have. It may not be their fault. So, with that in mind, I've got 3 suggestions for you as to how to get a better result out of your people who are working for you. The first is to define what the overall objectives are and to properly incentivize people. I know that I've discussed many times before that your employees' objectives and incentives are very different than what incentivizes you and what gets you out of bed in the morning. It just is. And there's really nothing you can do to get into the head of the other person and turn a dial to make them think about something else. They're going to be thinking about taking care of their family, they're going to be thinking about their next vacation, a bunch of other things. Not necessarily non-work related exclusively, but not the same objectives that you have. Maybe developing a legacy, maybe growing your business. They're not going to be thinking about the same ways. So instead, develop a set of objectives and incentives that make sense for the people who you're trying to inspire and work harder. The second tip is to always be answering the following question: who will do what by when? I'll say it again. Who will do what by when? Those questions are incredibly important. The second level allows you to clearly define what you expect to see from them by a certain date. It's, if you will, the contract that you are developing so that you know what they're going to be doing and you know when to expect the result. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes that's incredibly difficult to nail down what the exact result is going to be, when it's going to be finished. But at a minimum, you have the discussion about the difficulty of defining what the ultimate answer is. And that alone will lead to greater productivity, greater efficiency, and a greater understanding of what the task actually involves. The third tip that I would give you is to recognize the need for transparency. Many a time, there are going to be tasks that you ask your employees and your consultants to perform where they won't have complete information. And their information will be so incomplete that they won't know what they're missing until they get into it. Recognize that that leads to the need for asking a lot of questions. And you may not understand the need for those questions, but the more that you develop what the task is specifically, the more you will be able to provide better information. Now, I'm going to warn you, one of the risks here is that you may think that by the time you answer all of the questions, you might as well have done it yourself. Yeah, okay, that might be true. But the key is to develop a process where this project can be done over and over again. And if it's done repeatedly and you only have to teach how to do it once, you've saved a lot of time. Remember what we talked about with regard to developing a set of procedures. If you don't remember, then I'll put the mark right up there. Developing a set of procedures so that you are working less in your business is the key to your business's success. It needs transparency, it needs defined goals, and it needs proper incentives. With those 3 things combined, you'll be well on your way in getting your employees to actually fulfill the roles that you want them to, that you need them to, and that you expect them to. I'm David Chomet from Chomet Solutions. Thank you and have a great day. If you like the content of these videos, please like, subscribe, and add a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks.